I recently won a screw you amount of money. I won't say exactly how much, but it's in the millions. It makes me feel funny even typing. It's enough to change the life of myself and my family. My ex-wife is the mother of my 2 kids. She is an amazing woman and good to the bone. We divorced 6 years ago because I had an affair with my current partner. I was in a low place in my life and I screwed up. She was in incredible pain, but, like a freaking saint, she allowed me to still see our kids who mean the world to me, allowed our divorce to be as pain-free as possible, despite the fact that I know she was hurting. She still is close with my parents. She is respectful to me, although she refuses to talk to my girlfriend. She was actually the first person I phoned after my mom and pops after I found out I won the lottery. She was pleased for me, joked that I could take the kids on a world round trip, and that was that. Nothing else. As soon as I won, I knew I wanted to give her a significant amount. I still love her. She's the mother of my babies and I feel like this is some small tiny way I can show her that I'm not a complete screw-up. She deserves to know that I care despite my mistakes. She also works a crappy job in the public library which pays her peanuts. She would actually be able to pursue her hobbies this way. Give our kids a better life between us. I haven't discussed this with my ex yet, but I have with my parents who strongly agree and my lawyer who was very surprised but on board. Long story short, when I told my girlfriend, she was livid. Screaming that I'm disrespecting her, accusing me of still being in love with my ex-wife. I'm not in love with her. We've both grown apart, but of course, I still love her for being an excellent co-parenting partner and mother to my kids. My girlfriend is threatening to break up with me, and to be honest, I'm feeling incredibly relieved over the threats. I don't plan on changing my plans, but am I the idiot? Not the idiot if you intended for the money to help out her and your kids. If you only intended to give it to her because you love your ex-wife, then you're a bit of an idiot. Everyone's the idiot here for making your current girlfriend a plan B. The way she reacted was a little over the top, but to be expected since you are giving money to another woman that you used to be married to. Otherwise, you do have kids to provide for, and it's none of her business because you're not married and you don't share the money. Just a question, did she know you had a wife when you had an affair with her? Not the idiot. The fact that you called her first means you still hold her dear in your heart, and the maturity she showed after you destroyed her makes me understand why. Give her the money you were planning to give her double even. But your girlfriend is a witch if she can't understand that you have kids that deserve to partake of their father's wealth. Also, the fact you haven't married your girlfriend after 6 years together shows how you feel about her. Break up with her and enjoy your money with your real family. Not the idiot. I raised an eyebrow when you said you still love your ex-wife, but your explanation of your feelings made complete sense to me. Clearly, it's not anything romantic. Is it so strange that you want to give money to the mother of your children, who, from the sound of it, is taking care of them most of the time? I think your girlfriend is being irrational and entitled, especially considering that it's your money, not yours and hers. You can do whatever you want with it. Your ex-wife sounds like a saint for how well she dealt with the fallout of your marriage. She deserves the money. I hate doing laundry, so I drop my laundry at a fluff and fold. I normally go to this laundromat that charges $1.10 per pound, and they do a good job. But I wanted to try out this place across the street that has a big sign saying they do laundry at $1.50 per pound. I went in and asked how much it was to do fluff and fold, and they said $2.35, which is a huge ripoff. That's like charging $7 for a gallon of gas. I asked them about the sign saying it's $1.50 and the woman said she'll charge me at that price. I asked for a quote and she said they weigh your laundry after they have been washed, which was strange because they usually do it before. I figured that was fine because a lot of my clothes were wet gym clothes. I went to pick up my laundry a couple of days later and they charged me $2.35 per pound, so my laundry bill is $15 more. I told them to read the receipt where the woman clearly wrote $1.50 per pound, and they said she was wrong, it's $2.35 per pound. I pointed out to the damn sign saying $1.50 and they said that was wrong. I told them that if I had to pay the extra money, so be it. They tried giving me credit for my next visit, which made me laugh because I had no intention of going back. I finally said that I will go to the very same sites that they ask their customers to write good reviews on, for example, Yelp, and trashed their business and post pictures, so people knew I wasn't lying. That caught the owner's attention, and he quickly charged me a flat rate on the condition that I didn't trash his business online. I agreed. I let it go, but I don't want some other person going through what I went through. It would have saved me a lot of time avoiding the place, so I left a freaked up, but honest, review with pictures. Not the idiot. As a business owner, I don't stress about threats to leave bad reviews because I run a quality business, and a bad review is not going to negatively impact me, because if you look at the reviews, it is clear it is someone whining for the sake of it, or comes from someone who only ever leaves bad reviews. They get lost in a sea of honest reviews. And if we've misquoted someone, then we eat the cost of that mistake, not the client. If they're that stressed over bad reviews, it is only because bad reviews are going to highlight their poor practices. You shouldn't have given your word that you wouldn't do bad reviews. This place deserves bad reviews, and you're not the idiot for the whole laundry situation, but I do think you are the idiot for taking the better price, giving someone your word, and then going back on that word. I'm sure I'll get downvoted based on all the top comments so far, but promising someone something knowing full well it's a lie is an idiot move. And before I get all the well they lied and falsely advertised. Replies, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Everyone's the idiot here. Yeah, what the owner and his business are doing is reprehensible. On that, we can all agree. But, what is your word worth? You made a verbal agreement and decided to do something anyway. You decided that your word was worth a $15 or so that you'd save on your bill, and then you went ahead and broke your promise anyways. If you really had good intentions with your idea to post a bad review of the place, you would have refused to pay anything other than what they were attempting to charge you in the first place. Hey guys, so I'm 24 with a Korean restaurant I co-own with my sister. Early today, I got a call from a young girl who sounded like she was surrounded by lots of others in her age group. She started off asking if I speak Korean, to which I replied in Korean with yes. She then began to make derogatory Asian noises, pretending to speak my language. When I asked for clarification, she asked if we sell fried dog. I promptly told her no, that's not the kind of place we are, and she hung up. We got another call about half an hour later from a different girl with the same background noises. This time, she made a to-go order. I thought it might have been a prank, but decided against it and took the order. An hour went by, and the food wasn't picked up, so I called the number back, to which she said that she wanted to cancel the order, and hung up. That was the last straw, so I decided to call back the first prank number, since I had a name and number from my caller ID. The dial tone went about 3 times before the call went to voicemail. I tried again, but it was voicemail even quicker this time. That was when I knew that it was a prank, and it was time to teach her a lesson. I called 10 times, all voicemail, to seem threatening, then on the last attempt, left the most realistic details of a fake police report that I pretended to file. I've never filed a police report, so I don't even know how it goes. It went something like this. This call is regarding the obstruction of business that occurred at address and name of the business at 3:30 p.m. on April 11th. A police report has been filed under report number, against phone number and name of person. This is a notice that further investigation will be prompted within the next week, with the recorded evidence provided by the business. Not word for word, but something similar to that. About 2 hours later, I get a call back from the same number. This time it is a woman, asking about what the voicemail was about. Turns out, the name on the caller ID is her mom, and this is a middle school girl pranking us on the school bus. I explained what she said to the mother, who apologized profusely. She claimed that her child was sobbing when she got home, and when asked about what the issue was, showed her my voicemail. I told her that it was a bluff to get a response to explain how upset we were about the situation. She said that she'll contact other mothers of the girls on the bus and that the situation will be handled. I thanked her for the callback and went on with work. Kind of feel bad now, thinking I got this girl into a lot of trouble and made her cry. Am I the idiot? Not the idiot. As a kid I made one prank phone call to emergency services. Meaning that I called and hung up. I don't know what my logic was. Some person of authority, can't remember exactly, called back and told me how serious the situation was and how they might have to send some police officers to my house to clear things up. Eventually, I had to hand the phone over to my mom. I now realize that it wasn't as serious as that person made it sound, as I was a kid. I was scared into never doing it again, though. Not the idiot. It was obligatory that they ended up in tears. But you taught them an important lesson without being rude or nasty. Quite professional really. With some luck, the mother will say something like, "Now I talked to the man, and he agreed to not call the police," to play it up a little and show that it's serious. Regardless, it's basically guaranteed those girls won't be making any prank calls again. Hope the spare food found a hungry mouth. Not the idiot. You didn't actually call the police, so it's not like she has a criminal record now. Nothing happened to cause her long-term problems. You taught her a lesson that she clearly hadn't learned yet. Middle school is old enough to know that harassment isn't funny, and I hope these mothers really go in on them for that specifically, but for wasting the resources of your business by placing a fake order, I can understand her not understanding, like really internalizing, why that's screwed up. I'm turning 18 on April 1st, but I'm having my party on March 30th. I planned my birthday party 3 weeks ago, so lots of people had time to work their schedules around it. I planned a nice dinner and invited my entire family, and everyone said they would come. Then suddenly, a week before my birthday, my aunt and my uncle planned their kids' party on the exact same day as mine, despite their kids' birthday being on the 23rd of March. All but 3 of my family members have cancelled coming to my party to go to my little cousin's. Everyone is saying I should just go to my cousin's party and basically share a birthday party with her. No offense to this baby, but I wasn't really wanting to share my 18th with a 1-year-old. Yesterday my mom messaged the family group chat, saying that she was upset for everyone, assuming I should share a birthday party with my cousin. My aunt's family told my mom and I that we were being ignorant and childish. They also told me to go cry somewhere else. I then defended my mom and myself by saying that I was only upset that everyone cancelled on me and that I'd still come to their party. I also told them not to insult my mom for defending me. I then left the group chat because I didn't want to fight with my uncle. My aunt and my uncle think I'm trying to ruin their little girl's special day. My aunt say I should just go to my cousin's party and they'd all see me there. My mom and my grandma all said I have a right to be upset. I'm pissed because I planned all this and now a lot of people aren't coming. So I gotta know, am I being unreasonable here? Am I an idiot? Not the idiot, your family is definitely an idiot for all cancelling on you. Did you invite your aunt and uncle? Did they know about your party and deliberately plan their kids on the same day? If so, they are even bigger idiots. Their daughter is turning 1. They knew she was for a whole year and didn't plan anything till the week before. I would say spend your birthday celebrating you and doing something that will make you happy. Even if it is just a special dinner with your mom and grandma. If going to your cousin's party is going to make you upset, I wouldn't go and would say you have no obligation to at all. Not the idiot. Your aunt and uncle were inconsiderate by knowingly scheduling their kid's birthday party for the same day. The relatives expecting you to share your birthday with an infant are ridiculous. An 18-year-old will want to do adult things at their party, things that aren't appropriate for children. You should ask them if they'll pay for the alcohol and strippers for your birthday. Those folks are the idiots. Have your own party without them and have a great time. Not the idiot. She should have planned better, but instead stole your guests and treated you like the jerk. Not okay in my book. Turning 18 is a milestone too. You're not going to change your aunt's mind, she's probably exhausted from being a mom, or she believes she's entitled to everyone dropping everything for her. I would expect no logical thinking from her. The people who really wanted to be there will be there. I'm sorry everyone flat left you, but I bet people would feel guilty or get guilted for not going to your cousin's birthday. For some background, my wife is well educated, really intelligent, and smart. She has a Master of Business Administration from Harvard. Her family is rich. And her parents are really great. They donate a lot of money. My parents immigrated when I was a kid. My dad died fighting cancer, and my mom did all the odd jobs to feed us. I dropped out of college. My brother and I worked really hard and we now own a very successful business. My wife's company is one of our clients and I met her at a gala event and instantly fell in love with her. We got married after dating only for a year. The thing is, whenever we meet someone, my wife somehow manages to end up telling them that I was a poor uneducated immigrant before all this. I don't know how, but she somehow manages to get there. Be it her family, friends, or parties, we eventually get there. After that, people congratulate me to ask me some very uncomfortable questions. I'm really tired of all this. This is so embarrassing and honestly, it sounds like I'm bragging. When I told her about this, she tells me that I should be proud of what I've achieved and not everyone gets to do what I'm doing. She also keeps telling me that I should be grateful to America because even someone who is uneducated like me is successful. She somehow makes me feel ungrateful. I really love America and I really mean it. It really gave me an opportunity. Technically, I'm living the American dream. I consider myself American and I'm a citizen. But I don't want to be constantly reminded about it. I show my love in some other ways like donating and doing volunteer work whenever I get the time. She's really angry that I told her to stop and told me that I'm just a lucky idiot. What am I doing wrong? Am I the idiot? Not the idiot, you need to tell her that while you are proud to be where you are, it makes you extremely uncomfortable that she keeps telling people that. Not everyone needs to know your history. You need to sit down and have a full conversation about this so she understands that it isn't just something you find annoying, it really is bothering you and you would like her to stop. Let her know that this is a real sore spot for you and really is disheartening. There is no reason for her to be doing this, especially if it upsets you. Good luck. Not the idiot. She's insecure about marrying you so she feels like she has to explain to other people why she married you. Building you up as a success story in other people's eyes justifies her actions. People do not care, but this gives you insight into her feelings. You're not her pet project and you don't owe your success to her. And it's hilarious she's calling you lucky when she's the rich kid whose parents sent her to Harvard, a university known to offer unearned spots to parents of rich kids who donate a lot of money. Not the idiot. She sounds like she's treating you like some type of trophy or pet. Like those other people should applaud her for taking you in. The only thing that matters is how you feel. Yeah, I'm lucky to live in a country where I can get glasses to help with my eyesight. However, that doesn't mean I can't complain about how much it screws that my eyesight is terrible. I know it's not the same, but this is your story, your experience. You decide how and what to share if anything.